Is it better to play Fortnite with a controller or a keyboard and mouse? Fortnite has become the definitive battle royale and one of the most recognizable games worldwide in a handful of years. Its mass popularity is largely due to its free-to-play model and its accessibility that lets gamers play the third-person shooter on PC, consoles, and mobile platforms. When PC and console owners pick up Fortnite for the first time, they'll have to decide if they want to play using a controller or a mouse and keyboard. While the latter might be the best choice for other shooters, like Call of Duty Warzone, Fortnite is a special case. Even PlayStation and Xbox owners can hook up a mouse and keyboard to their systems to play like PC gamers, but they might want to think twice about doing so for Fortnite. While mice typically give users far better control of their aim, the Battle Royale has actually made aiming with a mouse more difficult overall. That's due to Fortnite's aim assist mechanic, one of the game's continuous features since launch. Discussions about controlling devices for gaming have been a tale as old as time. Everyone has an opinion about which is the right way to play certain games. Fortnite is no different. Most people will tell you that keyboard and mouse is the way to go because Fortnite is a shooter at heart. On the other hand, PS4 and Xbox players will vouch for their beloved gamepads until they're blue in the face. So, which is the best for Fortnite? What are my options? Should I be switching the way I play the game? We'll explore all the answers to these questions in this video. Advantages of playing Fortnite on the keyboard. As mentioned above, shooting game players of all stripes will tell you that the keyboard and mouse combo can't be beaten. They're not completely wrong. Benefits of playing with keyboard and mouse. Aiming with a mouse feels natural to anyone who's ever used a computer. Moving and strafing your character with the trusty WASD keys is also more precise and flexible. On top of all of this, playing Fortnite on a PC on keyboard and mouse doesn't provide any aim assist, which puts you in full control of landing your shots. For beginners, no access to aim assist had led many Fortnite fans to avoid a mouse and keyboard setup altogether. While players have more freedom over their aim, precisely positioning a reticle with a mouse requires more mechanical skill than relying on the game's aim assist to do most of the heavy lifting. For years, gamers who have played PC shooters may want to stick with a mouse and keyboard for simplicity's sake. Still, anyone else should consider exclusively playing the game with a controller for this reason alone. For pros. Luckily, Fortnite isn't just about pixel-perfect aim. Fortnite's complex building system is a crucial part of gameplay and is the determining factor in top-level play. Using a mouse and keyboard gives players more freedom to bind various keys, like the mouse wheel, to help them build more effectively. They can also whip their mouse around to build walls around themselves quickly in a sticky situation. Fortnite's building system is vastly more difficult to manage on a controller, which partially balances the aim assist advantage controller users have over mouse and keyboard users. With all of these advantages, is there any hope for controller warriors? Advantages of playing Fortnite on the controller. Aim assist is only available to players using controllers and is meant to balance the fact that joystick users can't flick their reticles to adjust their aim moments before taking a shot. Fortnite's aim assist causes players' reticles to momentarily snap onto enemies' heads when they aim down sights, and it's far more notable than other shooters. This has led most professional Fortnite players to use a controller instead of a mouse and keyboard, which contrasts with other esports. Still, that doesn't mean controllers are the end-all be-all of the Battle Royale. Aim assist is the primary reason to use controllers. Players can access the feature by entering the game's settings menu, navigating to controller options, toggling on advanced options, and setting their aim assist strength. This is very powerful since a majority of Fortnite's weapons are hit-scan, aside from rifles, bows, bolts, and explosives, which means their shots instantly travel to where players are aiming with no leading required. Setting it to 100% gives controller players a lot more leeway with their aim than mouse and keyboard users, who need to place shots to net kills precisely. That said, it is substantially more difficult to use Fortnite's building system with a controller. Being able to build walls and ramps to outmaneuver opponents quickly is a pivotal aspect of high-level Fortnite gameplay. Controllers limit how quickly players can whip their cameras around to build around themselves and cycle through or edit structures. Even with the help of aim assist, controller users will struggle to keep up with skilled Fortnite builders that can close gaps with lightning-fast construction. Should I switch to one or the other? This depends on what you're used to playing games on. If you play most of your games on a console, even shooters like Call of Duty, then a controller will feel more natural. The game's game assist will help with the advantage keyboard players have. On the other hand, if you play shooters on keyboard and mouse, then switching doesn't make sense for Fortnite. Stick to your trusty weapons of choice. This is naturally a choice that PC players have the luxury of having, but what about console players? Every console has its own controller, or multiple controllers, to get used to. One of the most obvious differences is the control scheme when you're switching from console to PC gaming. The default is a mouse and keyboard, but as you'll see throughout this list, you have tons of choice with this. Some gamers swear by arcade sticks, and there are excellent arcade sticks for both console and PC gaming. You can even use a DualShock 4 or Switch Pro controller for PC gaming. Mouse and keyboard controls work well for classic PC games like real-time strategy and MOBAs, which require a lot of navigating menus and interacting with on-screen elements quickly. A mouse is also far superior to the controller joysticks you're used to when playing first-person shooters. And as a keyboard has way more buttons than a controller, you can map different actions to the various keys. However, controllers are often better for platformers, racing games, and other genres. Many PC games support controllers, and here's how to set up your Xbox One controller with Windows 10. Can I use a keyboard on the console? Not by default. All current-gen consoles, Switch, Xbox One, and PS4 only support controllers and controller-like devices by default. However, there are adapters that can make a keyboard and mouse appear like a controller on your console. What they do is translate your mouse movements to the console and make it appear like it's the right analog stick. The problem is that this isn't exactly like playing on a PC. Also, these devices are unofficial, so there are bound to be problems using them. Input-based matchmaking isn't a part of Fortnite yet, but it will extend to the entire party when it is. That means if anyone in the group is using a keyboard and mouse on a console, the whole party will be match-made against keyboard and mouse players on PC or PS4. The Xbox One currently has no official support for keyboard and mouse controls, though Microsoft is said to be working on delivering it for the console's regular fall update. Keyboard and mouse users are considered to be at an advantage over gamepad players, particularly for the accuracy, speed, and improvement gained by aiming with a mouse. Epic's development update didn't say anything about PC players using a gamepad being match-made to gamepad users on that or other platforms. However, Epic did say that custom controls are expected by the end of the year, and users will be able to remap a gamepad to their preference completely. Bonus! Here is some comments on this topic from a pro Fortnite player shared on Reddit. Controller with aim assist has in comparison to keyboard and mouse the following list of things which is based on all the changes I'm aware of in the last 6+ months, along with my own experiences and experiments around these things. 3-button reset procedure which can appear instant if you have paddles and stops, and press all 3 at the same time. The stops should be set up so the order is actually correct. Better movement, 360 degrees versus 4 directions. This helps with fighting, especially aim duels, and building, especially tunnels. Edit and build sensitivity settings to help make editing with the controller, look stick, a bit easier while mouse, touch, and motion controls do not have separate sensitivities. No separate scoped sensitivity like is available for mouse, touch, and motion controls. Long-range aim on sticks with aim assist seems to be no longer stronger than non-aim assisted aimers who train their aim since the removal of legacy settings and nerfing the range it kicks in. Mid-range aim on sticks with aim assist seems to be on par with non-aim assisted aimers who train their aim and probably better than those that do not. Short range in the box, within 5 meters, aim at sticks with aim assist seems to remain to be stronger than non-aim assisted aimers who train their aim even after the PC nerfs. The bottom line. The choice of what controller you use boils down to you and what you want to get out of the game. If you're serious about getting good at Fortnite and you play on PC, then the keyboard and mouse combo has the advantage. At the same time, nothing beats playing on a device you're comfortable using. Learning how to play on a different device is always going to take some time, so choose wisely, and remember to have fun. Finally, share your experience about which is better if you have tried keyboard, mouse, or controller in the comments below.